I don't know why it does that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why it does that. Let me get my sound right. Hold on. Let me see if I can hear it. Oh, yeah. I can hear it. Anyway, what's up, guys? It's your boy Todd. Hey, guys, what's up? Oh, here the camera right here. Hey, guys, what's up? It's your boy Todd Williams, host and creator of Hip Hop 50th. I'm going to turn the music down some in the background, and that's from my so-called created music off the AI app Udio, where you won't get a copyright. Yeah, you just won't get a copyright. And I think that is dope in and of itself. You can just create some music, or not really create. You can just generate some music. Yeah, I'll turn it down. Yeah, I'll turn it down. Yeah, you can just generate some music and you will not get a copyright. I don't care which platform you play it on, the music you generate is yours. But anyway, the name or the title of this live is God Willing, Two of Us Will Get Up Tomorrow. Which one will I be? I know it's a little, if you want to mix it all in, it's almost like a aphorism. It's like a postulate. You could say I'm being a little facetious. There's a little irony in there. There's just, collectively though, it's just poetic license, right? God willing, two of us will get up tomorrow morning. Which one will I be? And the reason why I say that is because for me, and I'm thinking there's nothing really special about me, so in a general way, for several others, not just me. Two of us get up every morning. Two of us have conversations. I would say we have conversations with two of us, but I don't want to go that far because then that would suggest, hold on, because then that would suggest that is, I apologize for that reverb, because that would suggest there's three of us. So I don't want to say two of us get up tomorrow and we have conversations with two different people. Nah, for the most part, my experience in life has been when God allows, when God blesses us, or the Creator, two of us get up in the morning, which one will I be? That's the question. Will I be the one to get up and pursue proper decisions, working on my goals? Will I, apply the effort, organize myself, document, be considerate of others, show empathy, extend myself, help someone if I can? Will I be that person? That's the question. Will I be that better side of a human being, that progressive thinking person whose aim is to be something he cannot be, which is without mistake, without shortcomings, without malice? Can I be that person? Will I be working on that version of something I cannot be but have desire? Meaning, people strive for perfection. People strive to be, to me, something they cannot be. That's fine, though. Nothing's wrong with that. And the reason why nothing's wrong with that, there's so much to do and be and learn and love and forgive and just attenuate yourself to between the thing, which is ultimately what we cannot be, and the path or the route there. That we can still get it in. Tomorrow, I'm going to study. Tomorrow, I'm going to reach out to my family. Tomorrow, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. Tomorrow, I'm going to pay attention to my diet. I'm going to pay attention to my mind, body, and soul. Tomorrow, I'm going to take moments to meditate. And you have the means to do it, or I have the means to do it. Tomorrow, I'm going to make better choices of what I eat, what I consume. Tomorrow, I'm going to intentionally decide what my audio diet is. And I'm just using diet as a reference, metaphorically or allegorically, right? Tomorrow, I will decide what my audio diet would be, meaning I am going to be intentional and deliberate about what I listen to. The sounds of the world, knocks at the door, blowing horns, conversations from people, music blaring out of somebody's car or the neighbor's house, I cannot control that. At that point, I'm stoic. I focus on the things that I can have some influence or say on, and it's typically my response to external things I have no control over. But me, what I look at, my diet for my eyes, my diet for my audio, what I listen to, my diet for my thinking, my diet for my food consumption, I do have some say over that. And two of us will get up tomorrow morning if the Creator, God, Allah, whoever you want to decide. I don't know who the Jews decide. I don't even want to know who the Jews decide. But as far as Muslims and Christians and so forth, whatever the Creator is, allows me to get up in the morning, two of us will be getting up in the morning. And there will be this to and fro, this push and pull between the things that I've set out to do in my good space right here, right now with you guys, and what happens when two of us get up in the morning. What happens when I hear the alarm and then the other me, the other person, the other voice from the two of us says, put it on snooze and eventually turn it off? What happens once I get up and both of me, the two of us that get up in the morning, we agree that I go to the bathroom, that I take care of my hygiene, take a shower, use deodorant, different things like that. We agree on that. And then we say, you're hungry. And the one says, choose these foods. The other says, choose these. Knowledge is in front of me. Do I know what the right choice is? Do I know what the better choice is? Sure I do. But which of the two of me am I going to listen to? Then I said I was going to study. And one of the reasons why I got some rest last night is because I'm going to study. And then one of us says, right before you study, play 10 games of chess. Right before you study, start scrolling through some social media platform in the aim to be interested or pulled into something when the goal of doing it is nothing and 2 hours go by. Distractions, deflections, interference. One of me, out of the two of me that get up tomorrow, is going to be the leader of deflection, interference, distractions. They're going to be the project manager of, I know you're about to study, but right before you do, here's a bunch of nothings I'm going to give you to do that you can be interested in. And this will take about 2 or 3 hours. And the net effect of me playing 10 games of chess or swiping through some shorts or IG posts or all of these 30-second things or up to 3-minute shorts on YouTube, 2 hours has gone by. Yeah. All of a sudden, I'm going to be provided with another distraction from one of me. Before I do what the other of me, because 2 of us are getting up in the morning, is saying, hey, here's your time to study. Hey, here's your time to call your family. Hey, here's your time to practice and exact your faith. But who am I going to be? It happens every day. It happens every day. Who's winning? Who's winning the day? Who's winning the week? Who's winning the month? Who wins the year? These are some of the things that I ask myself, and I'm so conscious of, aware of. And I know when we hear this term subconscious and unconscious, or conscious and subconscious, let's just stay with that. Man, that's your subconscious. Man, that's your conscious. It's your subconscious. A lot of times that term itself is just thrown around in such a general way that I think many times people act like they act like they know what it means, or they have a greater idea of it because of the context, but they may not. When it comes to conscious and subconscious, and not that I try to be a wordsmith, but I do like to play with words, because remember, I'm the uneducated one. I'm the unschooled one. So I have to pay attention to words. So when I look at terms like conscious and subconscious, that's your subconscious doing that. That's your conscious. Conscious just means present at the time, not just, but I'm just hitting you with it. Conscious, C-O-N-C-I-O-U-S, is that right? Yeah. C-O-N-S-C-I-O-U-S, conscious, right? You also might hear something spelled like C-O-N, science, but relax. But conscious pretty much means thought, meaning you're in it right at the time. You're present. You're aware of it as it is presented now. You're conscious. A particular thing is happening. You're aware of it now. You're in the now. You're present. That's conscious. Subconscious is a trained behavior of thought of the mind. That's what subconscious is. You've done it. You've repeated it. You've done it so many times. This is just what happens. It's just what happens. Subconsciously, we react, or we do, because that's the programming. That's the operating system. We're functioning that way. That's subconscious. Conscious is you're writing the code for the operating system. You're writing the code to program yourself. But in consciousness, meaning awareness, presence now, it doesn't happen immediately. You write a code, and then you have to have so many iterations. You have to have so many practices. You have to have some type of consistency, and they all involve a measure of time. That's why you could know what's better, you could know what's best, you could be taught and have knowledge of something, but you can't escape experience. because experience is indexed with time as well as the many versions or faces of what that thing is. Then it becomes subconscious. When we go to the bathroom, I'll give you one that's a little not too funny, but probably true. When we go to the bathroom, and I'll just use men, because I don't want any of the ladies feeling attacked. When men go to the bathroom, they go with two hands. I've heard people say, are you right-handed? Do you write with your right hand? But can you pee with your left hand and your right hand? Can you urinate with your left hand and your right hand? Can you wipe your stool from your behind with your left hand and your right hand? Probably not. If we train ourselves to, of course we could. You could sit there and use the number 2 and wipe your hand with either your left or your right. It has nothing to do with whether you're right-handed or left-handed. In fact, it'll be physically and muscularly uncomfortable if you try to wipe yourself with the opposite hand. You feel like there's something awkward about it. This is totally different. This is not working out. I'm pulling a muscle. I have to lean my body a certain way. Why? All of that is consciousness. You're aware. You're in the now. You're in the presence of it. Why? Because we have not trained that side of our body, our right hand in the cases, or the left hand in the cases, to do that activity. We have not trained the rest of the body to lean a certain way or move a certain way when we're doing it. We have not done it enough times where our muscles and angle of our arm and hands feel like it's working together. It's like, what are you doing? That's consciousness. That's in the now. But let me get back to God willing. 2 of us will get up in the morning. Which one will I be? One of the things that I learned about working on self, being a better version of self, is you want to speak, if you can, what your thinking is. Because it's another level of not only awareness, but reinforcement and accountability. It just is. In fact, if I was to go a step further, I would write down what my goals are so that I can not only speak about them, I've written them down, I can read them. So that it's not like it's some type of moving barge in my mind in an open sea where I could just push it over there and push it over there and push it over there. That's that other person that's going to wake up with me in the morning. That's them. That's them. They're the ones that says, yeah, Todd, I know you scheduled yourself to work on you to be a better version of what you eat, to be a better version of time management, to lend yourself to these things, and you've made time for it. And economics is not a way. There's no money involved in preventing you from studying and choosing what you're listening to and being very deliberate and intentional in your approach, your effort, and then with consistency in time, development. But then that other person says, but look, man, the year just started. Forget that January is gone in the blink of an eye and February is right here, and before we know it, it'll be over. Forget all that. You got 10 whole months ahead of you. You're not going bike riding again for 4 more months. Eat whatever you want. keep that stomach full and round and protruding out. Forget the hydrocortisone or the cortisone, not hydrocortisone. Forget the cortisone buildup that's around your stomach that makes it protrude out like you're in your second trimester of a pregnancy. Forget that. You can work on that later on. In fact, you could just take the pill. That's what that other person that's going to wake up with me tomorrow is going to say to me. But who would I be? Who will I be? Again, God willing, two of us will get up tomorrow morning. Which one will I be? Will I be the one that says, my brothers and sisters don't call me, so I don't call them? I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be. No. My sister right now is dealing with some personal issues from a loss of her husband. I've called my sister, and me and my sister have talked more now in the last couple months than we have all our life, our entire life. Not because there's been issues between me and my sister, because there's never issues between me and my sister. It doesn't matter who's right and who's wrong. Me and my sister don't have issues. It doesn't matter if over the years she's agreed with me or I agree with her. We've never had issues because the one thing I can say about me and my sister is there's a level of acceptance. And when you have a level of acceptance, it's hard to have issues because you can have disagreements, you can have arguments, you can be on different sides of things. You can help out in a way that I wouldn't. I can help out in a way that maybe she wouldn't agree, and it's still all love because we have acceptance. Well, that's you. That's me, and so forth. But getting back to two of me getting up tomorrow, which one will I be? Will I be the one that continues to work on developing my conversational Spanish? I will admit, I will say, I didn't do as much as I could, as much as I should, and that's the other person that's going to get up with me tomorrow. That's what they would say. But I did do some studying. I absolutely did. Vamos a aprender. Yep, let's study. Let's learn. I did. In the month of January, I can honestly say that I made some effort towards learning some conversational Spanish, one word by one word. But these are important words. These are some exercises, whatever. And no, not Duolingo. No. And in the month of February, I've done some, but I'll do much more, even starting tomorrow. That's included. But remember, God willing, two of us are getting up tomorrow. Which one will I be? Will I be the one that says, hey, there's no time for you to do an hour of Spanish. There's no time for you to engage yourself in a language that has no significant level of value to you right now that you can see a return on investment. That's that one person that's getting up tomorrow. The other person out of the two that's getting up tomorrow, they're going to say, hey, you got enough rest before you do anything else to burn your mind out. Have some fun with your Spanish exercise, whatever that might be, which for me is a combination of things. It's a combination of some YouTube maestros and maestras, meaning male and female teachers and professors, as well as some things off of Google's Gemini AI and a GPT that I created in OpenAI. So there's a few things going on, okay? But that's neither here nor there. But that's what one of these guys, God willing, if I wake up tomorrow, one of these two guys are going to say, let's get busy. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. The other guy's going to say, hey, hold off on that. Let's eat a big breakfast. Let's check out what's going on in the world. Let's jump on a live. And plus the Super Bowl is coming up, man. You got to check out all the highlights and different things about the Super Bowl. Well, the Super Bowl don't come on until 5:30 tomorrow evening, the pre-show. I'm in Chicago. That means 6:30. So one of these guys in the morning is going to tell me, here go all these other things you can do in an arbitrary, nonsensical way. And then the Super Bowl will be on. So that's a wasted day. But they're going to present it to me in the way that I've genuflected, I've bowed down to, I've given into before several times. The other guy is going to tell me, that's getting up with me tomorrow, hey, Todd, you don't even like either one of the teams that's playing in the Super Bowl. You could not name 3 people on each team, and they'll be telling the truth. You can't even give the record that they have, and they'll be telling the truth. So, Todd, why would you go through your day finding little nothings to do, hours at a time, and consume yourself with that to watch a Super Bowl game where you can't even announce or name 3 people on each team? That makes sense to me. The question is, which one of these guys will I be tomorrow? That's the question. Again, and I'll leave you guys with this. God willing, 2 of us are getting up in the morning. Which one will I be? It's your boy. It's your boy. Don't even sweat it, man.